The universe is massive, stretching further than we can imagine. It's a never-ending space that's fascinated humans for ages. It's chock full of mysteries with secrets waiting to be discovered everywhere you look. From how stars are born to those puzzling black holes that mess with our understanding of physics, the cosmos keeps us guessing. And as we explore deeper, we find amazing things we never even dreamed of. Spacecraft are zipping through the void. Brave astronauts are facing the unknown, and we're pushing the limits of what humans know and can handle. From far-off galaxies to planets that are straight out of a sci-fi movie, the cosmos never gets boring. Every new discovery is like adding a piece to a giant jigsaw puzzle, showing us just how beautiful and complex the universe really is. Our own solar system, it's just a tiny dot in the Milky Way galaxy. But even in this little corner of the universe, there's a whole bunch of amazing stuff, with each planet and moon having its own story to tell. And get this, the Milky Way is just one of billions and billions of galaxies out there. Each one is packed with millions, maybe even billions of stars, and who knows how many of those have their own planets going around them. Honestly, the sheer size of everything is hard to wrap your head around. From the tiniest particles to the biggest things we know of, the universe works on a scale that's just mind-blowing. But even right here in our own little cosmic neighborhood, there's plenty to be amazed by. The planets and moons in our solar system give us a sneak peek at all sorts of different environments, all within our reach. We've found planets with rings that make Saturn's look tiny, showing us just how much variety is out there when it comes to planets. And then there are the stars that shine with the energy of 1,000,000 suns combined. These giant fiery balls of gas light up the cosmos, their light traveling across massive distances to reach us. The universe is like a treasure chest full of mind-blowing stuff. From the swirling clouds of nebulae to the massive explosions of supernovae, every event shows us just how dynamic and ever-changing the cosmos really is. As we keep exploring and learning, we're reminded of our place in this grand cosmic scheme of things and all the amazing possibilities that are out there. The distances in space are seriously mind-boggling. When we look up at the night sky, we're seeing stars that are light years away, and each one is a sun just like ours, but way, way out there. Even Proxima Centauri, the closest star to our sun, is over 4 light years away. To give you an idea of how far that is, a light year is the distance light travels in a whole year, which is a whopping 5.88 trillion miles. That means the light we're seeing from Proxima Centauri right now actually left the star over 4 years ago. So, when we look at it, we're peeking back in time, seeing it as it was years in the past. Wild, right? To really get a grip on how massive space is, imagine shrinking our sun all the way down to the size of a grapefruit. This helps us visualize the crazy distances between stars and planets. If we did that, Earth would be a teeny tiny dot just a couple of steps away from the grapefruit sun. Our whole solar system would fit inside a small room, but guess what? The nearest star would still be thousands of miles away. Yet even shrunk down, Proxima Centauri would be thousands of miles away from our grapefruit sun. It shows just how isolated our solar system is in the grand scheme of things. And those are just the distances within our own galaxy, the Milky Way. It's a whopper of a structure, stretching about 100,000 light years from one side to the other. But when we start talking about the distances between galaxies, the numbers get so big they're hard to even imagine. The Andromeda Galaxy, our closest galactic neighbor, is a mind-blowing 2.537 million light-years away. The universe is so incredibly vast that it's impossible to truly understand its size. With billions of galaxies out there, each one with billions of stars, the scale of it all is just beyond our wildest imagination. Every single speck of light in the night sky reminds us of these incredible distances and the mind-blowing scale of the cosmos. Astronomers have been busy little bees lately, and in recent decades they've discovered thousands of planets orbiting other stars, just like our sun. These discoveries have opened up a whole new world, pun intended, in our understanding of the universe, showing us a massive variety of planets beyond our own solar system. These exoplanets come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. We're talking gas giants bigger than Jupiter and rocky worlds about the same size as Earth. Some are absolute monsters, making our biggest planets look tiny, while others are small and compact, with surfaces that might look a lot like our own planet. And some of these planets are seriously strange. They make scientists scratch their heads and rethink how planets form and what kind of crazy conditions can exist on these faraway worlds. Imagine a planet so close to its star that its surface is literally molten rock. These hot Jupiters are gas giants that are essentially being cooked by their stars, with temperatures so high that their atmospheres are constantly being blown away. Talk about a bad sunburn. Then there are planets that are tidally locked to their stars. That means one side is always facing the star, bathed in endless daylight, while the other side is stuck in perpetual darkness. This creates some seriously extreme conditions, with one side scorching hot and the other freezing cold. And if that's not enough, we've also got rogue planets. These are like the lone wolves of the universe, planets that got kicked out of their star systems and now wander the galaxy all by themselves. These rogue planets are dark, freezing cold, and about as hospitable as a freezer. Without a nearby star to warm them up, they're basically giant, frozen balls of ice and rock. But even though they're pretty bleak, studying them teaches us a lot about how planetary systems work and if life could exist in other parts of the universe. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Among all these exoplanets, there are also some that hang out in the habitable zone of their stars. This is where conditions might be just right for liquid water to exist, which is a big deal because water is essential for life as we know it. These planets, sometimes called Goldilocks planets, are super exciting for scientists looking for signs of life beyond Earth. As technology gets better and we launch new space telescopes, we're getting better and better at finding and studying these distant worlds. Each new discovery brings us closer to answering big questions about our place in the universe and if we're alone out here. Exploring exoplanets is like taking a journey into the unknown, a quest to understand the incredible variety of worlds beyond our wildest dreams. As we keep peering into the depths of space, we're uncovering the secrets of these faraway planets, learning more and more about the universe we call home. Stars, they're like the bricks that make up galaxies. These massive balls of hot gas are constantly making energy through a process called nuclear fusion. But even stars don't last forever. When a star runs out of fuel, it's like a car sputtering to a stop. It can't hold itself up anymore. The star's core collapses in on itself, and the outer layers are flung out into space in a massive explosion called a supernova. Supernovae are some of the most powerful events in the entire universe. For a short time, they can even outshine entire galaxies, and they play a vital role in how galaxies evolve, spreading heavy elements throughout space, which are the building blocks for life itself. Section 5. Black holes, where gravity reigns supreme. Imagine a star so massive that when it dies, its core collapses into an infinitely small point. We're talking smaller than a pinhead, smaller than an atom, infinitely small. That's called a singularity. This singularity is surrounded by a region of space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape its grasp. We call these mysterious objects black holes. They're like giant cosmic vacuum cleaners sucking up anything that gets too close. Now you can't actually see a black hole through a telescope because, well, no light can escape them. But we can detect them by how they mess with their surroundings. For example, when gas gets pulled into a black hole, it heats up like crazy and emits X-rays. It's like the black hole's way of saying, I'm here and I'm hungry. Section 6. The void, where emptiness reigns supreme. So space is full of stars, planets, and galaxies, right? Well, it's also full of massive areas where there's practically nothing. We call these regions voids. And when we say massive, we mean it. These voids can stretch across millions of light years. Now, they're not completely empty. You might find a few lonely galaxies scattered around in some super thin gas. But for the most part, they're incredibly desolate places. Voids remind us of just how vast and empty space really is. It's a humbling sight, making us realize how small and insignificant we are in the grand scheme of the universe. Section 7. The ever-expanding cosmos. Back in the early 1900s, astronomers made a mind-blowing discovery. The universe isn't static, it's expanding. This means that galaxies are moving away from each other like dots on a balloon that's being blown up. This discovery was a game-changer in the world of science. It makes you wonder about the ultimate fate of the universe. If this expansion keeps going, the universe could become a cold, dark, and empty place. But if the expansion slows down, the universe could collapse back in on itself in what we call The Big Crunch. Talk about a plot twist. Section 8. A lonely speck in the great expanse. When you think about how absolutely massive the universe is, it's only natural to wonder if we're all alone out here. Is there life beyond Earth? So far, we haven't found any concrete evidence of aliens or extraterrestrial life. But hey, the universe is a pretty big place with billions upon billions of stars and planets. Searching for extraterrestrial life is one of the most exciting and challenging things we do in science. Can you imagine if we found proof of life beyond Earth? It would be one of the biggest discoveries in human history. Section 9. Our cosmic legacy. We might be just a tiny blip on the radar in the grand scheme of the universe, but we have the potential to leave our mark on the cosmos. We've already sent probes to other planets, and we're working on the technology to travel to other stars. Imagine that. In the future, we might be able to live on other planets and spread life throughout the galaxy. Or maybe we'll invent incredible new technologies that let us explore the universe in ways we can't even dream of right now. The possibilities are endless. As long as humans keep exploring, learning, and dreaming big, there's no limit to what we can achieve out there in the great unknown. Section 10. Finding our place in the cosmos. Let's be honest, the universe can be a pretty intimidating place. It's massive, mysterious, and sometimes even a bit scary. But it's also incredibly beautiful and awe-inspiring. By studying the universe, we learn about our own place in the grand scheme of things. We gain a deeper understanding of how nature works and where life itself came from. And we find a sense of peace and perspective knowing that we're part of something much bigger than ourselves. Section 11. A universe of possibilities. The universe is full of endless possibilities. It's a place of wonder, mystery, and endless potential for amazing discoveries. As we keep exploring, we're bound to find new and incredible things that will amaze and inspire us. The universe is calling out to us, inviting us to uncover its secrets and solve its mysteries. It's our job to answer that call and boldly go where no one has gone before. The future of space exploration is looking bright. So let's go out there and explore the universe together, united in our thirst for knowledge and adventure.